second step to aiming is a principle called the ghost ball principle. Very, very important concept to understand. You'll notice here we have an object ball sitting on top of a little training tool. Now I'm going to raise this ball up so you can see what's under. There's an arrow. That arrow happens to be pointing toward that pocket. If you remember in our first exercise on aiming, we were shooting object balls straight into the pocket, going down a straight line. So underneath that object ball is that straight line. Just so happens that object ball also is 2 1/4 inches in diameter. We'll bring a cue ball in here to the other circle, and you'll notice that it fits exactly in the center of that circle. That's also 2 1/4 inches. And when the cue ball is sitting against the object ball, it's in a direct line for that pocket, or wherever you want to make that object ball into the pocket. So this is called a cue ball in a position of a ghost ball. As I move it out of the picture, you'll notice that the area where the cue ball was is now the area that we want to actually aim to. But we're going to be more specific. We're going to aim to the center of this point. Now, one of the ways we can do that is to take the cue tip and put it right on the center of that circle. That's the center of the cue ball again. Bring it straight back to the cue ball, and the cue ball would be struck and go straight down that line. You notice that there's a straight line. Shoot it just like that. If the cue ball is at an angle over here, you'll have another angle. The cue stick will be pointing to the center again, and the cue ball must end in exactly the center of the ghost ball. In other words, wherever this cue ball is as it moves around, it always has to end up down a straight line toward the center of this ghost ball. Now, if you don't have a ghost ball trainer, what you can do is you can do it like my wife does at Miss Cue. She has a very unique concept. We'll take this aim trainer out of here, and she does something that is not in any book I've ever seen. Learned a lot from her over the years, and this is a very unique, simple point. She'll go to the contact point of the object ball, go straight down to the cloth, and then move the stick back about half the width of a cue ball. Now, you've got a really good idea. You can actually see that and envision that in your mind. And you'll notice it comes back to the cue ball, just like that. If the cue ball is at an angle, she still does that. She goes to the center point of the object ball, down to the cloth, comes back halfway, center of a ghost ball, and then she puts her hand on the cue stick and swivels over to the cue ball. Again, shooting down a straight line. So it's one straight line after another. Straight line, straight line, straight line, no matter where it is. And as long as you aim for the center of that ghost ball, you're going to be able to do the second part of aiming, which is going to take you to the next level and beyond, according to Dr. Q.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.